AI governance. Held from the 19th to the 21st of November, the event convened members of the African Union AU AI Working Group, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development OECD, and leading AI experts from Africa alongside prominent research institutions and universities in Europe. They discussed mechanisms of implementing the artificial intelligence strategy for Africa. Tharwat lauded the efforts of the African countries that participated in this work via the AU's working group on AI. He said this comes in light of the mechanisms of the AU's action and within the framework of Egypt's presidency of the AU's working group on AI. Tharwat said the meeting crowned the efforts that started since 2019 when Egypt called on the African states via the AU to form a working group to put a strategy for AI in Africa.
Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have with us over the phone our dear guest, Dr. Islam Tharwat, Assistant Professor of Computer Science and Engineering. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, could you give us an idea about the term AI governance?
Yes, thank you for the question. The AI governance it's really important issue because it's not related about the technology itself by developing new models, but it's related about how to apply the ethics, how to use it in a proper way without losing some important characteristics of data such as privacy, such as doing harmful things. So it's not about just use the technology, but it's use it in a proper way. So Egypt, by the way, chairing the African Union AI Working Group since 2019, and we worked closely with other African nations to create a strategy for AI that's safe, ethical, and beneficial for everyone. So it's not about just the technology, it's about how to use it, how to lead the region with the technology of the AI.
And how do you see the AI governance for developing countries?
Well, during the past years, we have made great progress during this dialogue, including drafting key principles for African AI Charter and setting plans to use AI in areas like healthcare, education, agriculture, and many government services. So these efforts are about more than technology. They are about solving great challenges, improving lives across Africa. So the AI technology now can be considered one of the most important emerging technologies. It can be applied in different sectors and affect the daily life of all people, and include also many or huge amount of data to be processed. So it's a vital importance to ensure that those data are secure, are safe, are fully utilized for the humanity, and with the applicability of the AI in many vital sectors, especially for the healthcare, for the agriculture. So we need to work together to provide maybe a strategy to support these goals. So we
Yes.
also need to focus on building skills, empowering young people,
Yes.
and using the AI to push critical sectors. So by investing in talent and innovation, and also to increase and to support the entrepreneurship for the novelty and providing new technologies, new solutions based on those technologies.
Yes, Dr. Tharwat, how do you weigh Africa's participation in this event?
Yes, the African nations, our Egypt relation with the Africa is very important. During many years, we have good collaborations and relations with many Africans. So hosting this event in Egypt and hosting all the colleagues from the African, maybe more than 20 countries, including Uganda, Sudan, Kenya, Nigeria. So it's really important to ensure that we align with the African goals, because Africa has its own goals. There is agenda for Africa 2063. It's really important to be aligned with those goals, because we are focusing about the hunger, about the securing the food, about the climate change, about the water. So there is a lot of maybe common goals between Egypt and because it's our natural extension for the support the African people. So hosting those kinds of events and including continuous dialogue with our colleagues there in terms of in different levels, from the academia, from the government, from the industry. So it's really important to bridge the gap between us, because this is one of our commitment as a government, as a leadership in our region. So it's our commitment. It states that Egypt is leading all the African nations. It's our tradition from different years. So hosting this event is not just achievement for Egypt, it's a statement for our vision for the future.
Yes.
We are committed to using the AI and to collaborate with our colleagues in the African countries.
Yes, Dr. Tharwat, Egypt has called upon African countries to draft an artificial intelligence strategy for the continent. So how would you comment on that move, and what are the priorities that would such a strategy address?
Well, because the strategy of Egypt, by the way, in Egypt we have built our own national AI strategy to support our goals, maybe to achieve Egypt's vision for 2030. So, however, we should be aligned and empowering all and find some common areas: the water, the food, securing the food, the water, the agriculture. There are the healthcare. There are many potential collaboration opportunities. And be aligned with Egypt's goals and objectives, as well as other African countries. So it's important to keep our continuous collaboration and engagement and dialogue, because it's really important for Egypt strategy, for the vision, for the leadership from our government, to ensure that we aligned to solve our problems, as well as it's naturally extended to, because we can extend the economy of Egypt. There are a lot of huge economic important investments that could bring new markets for many Egyptian companies, because utilizing the AI technologies to develop novel applications and novel solutions maybe could deliver to the African countries to solve their problems, and this, of course, will have a good return of investment for our companies and economy. So it can be considered one of the most, because the technology, because the political, because the economy. So keeping continuous dialogue and collaboration with the African nations in common specific areas will be important for both parts.
Yes, so I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information. We really had the honor to have this phone with you. Thank you very much. Dr. Islam Tharwat, Assistant Professor of Computer Science and Engineering. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break and I'm going to be back with you.
Cheche